It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Here's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Lions defense. They put together a strong effort last week. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing his dart. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To throw now, Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Pacheco looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Super 1.
There's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. These two teams all tied after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Abdul Carter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And room there to work it inside the 25. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
a 41-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw is Dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Hey, lift!
Goff now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Up. 180.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 54 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Dart. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Dart going to look to throw here. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams. Let me see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. A final shot before break here. Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions will extend their lead on a final play and a half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Giants 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw over the middle, finds Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, here's Dart. And this one's incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And the Giants first down.
Dart. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Giants! Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
2nd down and 3.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 37.
There's Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down. A gain of 16.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Looking to throw, Dart. Here's a diving catch right side. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing his dart.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jalen Hyatt with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
Down to the 25.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the
Go,
10-yard line.
20.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
180. Turbo.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter, because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss, because now you're dealing with a 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, 59 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Giants, 38.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
55 yards.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
38. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Throwing his dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Hey, check on.
Here's Dart.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Dart to throw on 4th down. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And a terrific return as he takes